Hello, Julie. I'm
Hi.
Erica. I'm a therapist today.
Nice to meet you.
I hear that you're having some relationship issues. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've had a lot of just drama in general with my husband that I can't really trust him sometimes.
Well, and what's your husband's name?
Kevin.
Kevin. How long have you and Kevin been together?
About 3 years now, I'm going to say. We've been married for 3 years, but we've known each other for longer. About like 5 or 6.
That's so cute. Okay. So what issues are you having?
Well, mostly like I just feel like I can't trust him sometimes. Like I'll find on his phone like he'll be texting girls and he says they're just friends, but I don't know. Like it seems like it's more than that. Some just like kind of flirty texts and stuff. And then he gets mad at me for on his phone, but I mean I wouldn't have it on his phone if he
Faithful.
Yeah.
Totally understand. So what type of behavior do you have towards that?
It makes me upset and like angry, but then I don't want to be like too angry towards him, and then he gets mad at me for checking it and stuff. So, but it makes me like almost want to like follow him, or I know it's crazy, but it makes me want to like check out his story and make sure that he's actually like telling the truth. And I've like gone on the different social sites too, like Facebook and Instagram, and like.
And have you caught anything besides just the texting, or?
Well, he's friends with, like, he'll add new girls that he'll meet and stuff, and he doesn't really add guys, like, it's all girls, so I don't know, I don't like that, and, like, they'll like his pictures and stuff, and it's just not the behavior I would like in my partner,
That's totally understandable. Yeah, I can definitely see you're a little bit frustrated with that. Have you confronted him about it?
Yeah, well, I talked to him about it once, I want to say, maybe twice, but every time it just turns into an argument. Like, he doesn't see my side of it. He's very selfish sometimes with that kind of thing.
Totally understand. So, have you distanced yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely made me less emotionally available. Like, it makes me want to pull back and, like, not tell him as much or, like, be as open in general at all. Like, normally we'll, like, talk all day and, like, text all day and stuff like that and, like, be really open. Even just, like, check-ins, like, oh, I'm going to the store, do you need anything or whatever. And now, like, only talk when we're at home.
That's something.
Yeah, it's not good, but...
So, were you acting distant before all this happened, or...
I don't think so. I usually hold back my emotions a little bit more because I'm not as trusting of a person. But I was trying to, not be too distant in general because, I love him. He's my husband, so I'm trying to make an effort. But I just feel like if he's not making the effort, why should I? Like, I don't want to give my heart to someone who's not going to give it back.
Have you guys thought about doing couples therapy, or...
I've thought about it. I think it would be a good idea, or at least something to think about. I haven't really talked to him about that yet, though. I don't know how he'd
take it.
Yeah, he's done therapy before. If he got a DUI a couple years ago, and they mandate that you have to go see a therapist. So, he's done it through that and hated it. But that's different because that's just one-on-one opposed to like actually working on a problem together.
Totally understand. Let's see here. So it's just you're more frustrated than anything and trusting. Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly untrusting at the moment, and I feel like the more I pull back and like am less emotionally there for him, he pulls back too, and so it's like it's just kind of all going downhill almost. It's not like it's good on one side and not the other. Like,
have you tried maybe doing like a couple's getaway for a weekend, just you and him, no phones, no social media or anything like that?
That would be a good idea, actually. Like, we've thought about doing like a trip, but he's always on his phone, so that would actually be smart. How would you go about like even bringing that up of like, hey, don't go on your phones, or like no electronics or something?
Well, just bring up the idea like you want to do a couple's vacation, maybe a weekend getaway to Orlando or Georgia or somewhere different.
Somewhere close, it's not like too expensive kind of thing.
Yes, and then just be like, I just want it to be me and you. I just want us to rebuild our relationship, and maybe go with just us not using our phones all the time. Because
Or just for emergencies, or like don't connect to data or Wi-Fi or something like that.
Yeah.
Or we could go to like the mountains or something where you don't really get reception.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I like that idea. So how do you feel about your self-image with this situation?
I mean, it brings me down for sure. Like, we had a date. We were supposed to have a date last night, and then he canceled. And I had been, like, really looking forward to it and everything, too. And then he just was like, oh, I forgot, like, I have a lot of stuff I have to do. And he didn't even, like, tell me, like, details about it. He was just like, oh, stuff I have to do. And I didn't want to, like, ask and, like, badger about it, but, like, I was upset, It made me feel lonely and, just, like, I wasn't worth anything if he's just going to, like, diss our one date night that we have like every 2 weeks. So It's not like we go on a lot of dates. We both work full time and like we're busy people and we all have our friends. So and a lot of times we'll like hang out with our friends separate and then like kind of like get together in the end or something.
So does your husband hang out with his friends a lot more than he does with you?
Yeah, I would say so.
Are his friends single?
Some of them, yeah. I would say the majority, actually, because my husband's actually younger than me. He's 2 years younger, and I'm 26. So, I mean, with him being just 24, I feel like he has more single guy friends because they're around that age.
Yeah, I totally understand. Maybe he just needs to grow up a little bit and be a man.
He does. He really does. It's a struggle.
So how do you think you can, like, overcome this?
I would really be interested in looking into like the couples therapy thing. I think it would be good to sit down and like be open completely and like not worry about getting an argument. Because sometimes when we're talk, it'll just turn into an argument, and I'm trying to like have a rational discussion, and then it just escalates and escalates, and there's no saving it. Yeah. So maybe by actually sitting down with you or that type of setting would benefit us.
That would definitely benefit your relationship, being more open and being in a safe zone where someone's actually there to mediate everything.
Yeah.
So if it did get out of hand,
especially because like a lot of times when we'll fight, he'll just get so upset and he'll leave. And like I absolutely am so against that. Like I feel like if you're fighting, you need to talk it out, or even just like just go to bed angry if you have to, and then wake up the next day and talk about it. Like, if you can't talk about it right then. But he'll, like, go off and, like, meet up with his buddies, and then I'm at home, like, oh, is he out with another girl, or, like, what's going on? Like, I don't know where you are, and he won't text me, or, like, he'll be angry texting me, and I know he's drinking, too, whenever he, like, goes out and when he's mad. So it just brings up even more insecurities when we're already, like, at that point.
Do you think he has a drinking problem?
I don't know if it's a problem necessarily, because I don't want to chalk it up to that he's young, but I did a lot more of that kind of stuff when I was in like high school age, and so I kind of got it out of my system. Like I don't really go out and party or like need to party that often, but he usually tends to, or like he'll go out on weeknights too, just like go to a local bar or go to like a hookah lounge or something and hang out. And he'll be there for a couple hours. Of course, he'll have a couple drinks and come home like tipsy or a little drunk sometimes. So it is an issue that, we have with his drinking, but
maybe he's a very social drinker. Maybe that's why he probably meets people and gets numbers and stuff like that, but he's probably not doing it on purpose to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So maybe if you strike up an interest with him or have the hobby together, that would probably help you guys with that.
That's true. I like to have like a bar that's, our bar that we go to, or
you go
like
every
a pool
night
hall or something like that, where it's like an activity.
Yeah, and then go like every night, like on a Friday night for date night. At least make one designated day.
Yeah.
Out of the week. Sounds. Because that it's definitely an issue that you definitely are having in your relationship. So maybe opening it up and being more open to what his needs are. And he should be doing the same as well, so.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think it goes on both sides. Like, I have a lot to work on, he has a lot to work on, but we both have very different personalities, I would say, so our, like, communication is just a little off right now. Like, we were, like, so close and, like, had to talk to each other every 30 minutes, if we weren't like texting or like calling on the phone, or we were seeing each other every 30 minutes or so. And now it's like, just a couple times a day, where if we did set more time aside for each other and both make the effort. 'Cause I feel like I have recently like tried to set time aside, but he's just more with his friends and stuff like that.
That's definitely something you should definitely bring up to him, that you want to spend more time with him. And maybe we'll bring up a fight, but just talking about it, just to see what the actual problem is. Because I see it from just having our therapy session now, is that you are working on fixing the relationship.
Yeah. So we just need to bring him into that as well. I think maybe like because we're meeting next week, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I can bring him next week and we can kind of like discuss some of the issues with both of us there. And
so this is a great first session. We'll schedule this for next Tuesday around this time with you and Kevin, and then we'll get this problem fixed.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay,
I'm looking
it's
forward
a
to
great
it.
session.
Thank you.